Aloha YouTube, this is Kai Turner Gaming, here to bring you a video about one very important topic, which is playlists. And there's so many different playlists that have been implemented throughout the Halo history, like in Halo 5 when we had different things like Fiesta with Capture the Flag. I think they call it Super Husky back then. And I mean, it's really an interesting variety game mode where you could actually, use all of these crazy variants of weapons and, play objective game types. And I really think that it was a great implementation of, allowing all of these varied weapons that you can see in the sandbox and to come together into one mode where you can actually play with them just like a normal game mode, in a casual playlist, of course. And this was super duper fun. I think like Oddball, this is why, I had to show you some Oddball gameplay. Oddball and Capture the Flag really should be like a permanent playlist in the Halo Infinite ecosystem. And I think that a lot of players will love it because so far, most people's favorite game mode right now is Fiesta, from pros to rookies alike. And now that the challenges are done, it's a lot more casual and, the actual normal people are playing. It's not like super serious anymore, which is how it should be. Game modes like this were implemented solely so, you could have fun, use any weapon you want to use, and just to explore the sandbox and have fun with it. So with objective game modes in mind, we go back to Halo Infinite to just say, right now as it currently is in the Fiesta playlist, there's only Slayer as the game type. Now Slayer's not bad, don't get me wrong. You get to play, you get to use all of these cool guns, you get to see all of the different guns in the sandbox, but the problem really becomes that's the only thing you can do. There's no objective game types. I'm an objective player, I love objective game types, and in a game mode like this, it really doesn't add or take away any of the complexity of, the game mode. You gotta love that transition right there. And that's why I say, like, for 343, in terms of their overall disposition on like game modes, they need to expand a lot. And I think that one of the permanent stages should be just like in Halo 5, a super husky or Fiesta game mode game type just for all of the casuals out there, because this is my favorite game mode, I'm not gonna lie. And they should have two different modes, one with solely objective types, like an objective Fiesta. Before they had Capture the Flag and Oddball in one, and then they had like the Slayer one. And I think they should really bring that back, like just have like a objective Fiesta and then they have a Slayer Fiesta, so you can have either one, for different types of players. That would really, expand the amount of game modes that Halo Infinite has, because currently it only has like crossplay with controller and mouse, and then the whole different, if you want to play with ranked or unranked, basically. Like that's pretty much all you got right now. It's not, you don't have too many game modes. So they need to really add in this, and they need to add in another one for just objective types, because Team Objective is probably the most iconic of the, Halo franchise game modes. From Halo 3 to Halo Reach, Team Objective is a much needed game mode because, well, one, not all players are Slayers, and two, it actually shows a lot more skill to be able to, maneuver around a Capture the Flag or an Oddball, strongholds nowadays, and so many different game types versus just the I'm all Slayer, like, because there's a lot of Slayers out in the world, like there's a bunch of people who can just slay and get plenty of kills. They can rack up 20, even 30 bombs sometimes. But for the objective types, you can see that players that are actually less skilled in some cases come out on top because they're way smarter players. And there should be an option for these type of players. Currently, as it stands, there's just one game type for everything, for all ranked playlists. So it's like the ranked playlist, you get what you get. You might get an objective game type, or you might get Slayer. You could get any map that is in the ranked playlist maps. And it's like it's so small in terms of the diversity pool that it's like, come on, 343, you got to be better than that. So all in all, I'm saying for the ranked side, they should have a team objective playlist for sure, just for the more serious players out there. For the pros especially, they would love that. I'm speaking for the pros, even though I'm only a plat. Because I know, I mean, hey, I look from casual to pro, you would love a team objective site. More game modes equals better, right? Nobody's gonna complain and say, oh, darn it, I'm getting more things out of my game. Like, no, it's always a good thing, right? You're gonna, if you don't like it, then you play the normal mode that you've been playing right now. You know, you can still play the traditional one with both in it. But I think most people would be pretty much in the field of being into it. And then for the casual playlist, I think that Fiesta should have a permanent playlist, just like in Halo 5. Like, make, you know, it doesn't have to be the Tundra event, like right now with the whole, you know, Japanese style thing and all that. Like, it doesn't have to be this, but just the Fiesta portion of it. The fact that you can, you know, start with any weapon, any equipment. Like, that's probably the main thing I love about this game. Since they have equipment like Halo 3, you can spawn with literally any piece of equipment. So it really gives you the option to be able to see like cool implementation, like mixing weapon combos and equipment combos that you literally cannot do in the normal gameplay, because these things don't exist on the same map. You know, some weapons don't exist on the same map, so it'd be impossible to do. That's the point of Fiesta, why it's so good and why it's such a mainstay and why everybody loves it, is because you get to experiment with cool stuff that you could never see ordinarily. And I think that that's an amazing, cool, beneficial feature of Halo that we need to address.